Okay, let's now look together at the words that contain either the the I, or the A. Now, just a note, we're not looking at the E here, so it's just those three. However, you will see some words that also have the long E sound. Also, I've underlined in red a certain sound, so vowel sound with the R, which tends to make the vowel sound a little bit more difficult to hear. So we'll talk about those when we get to it. Okay, in this first one here, we have an I, an A, and an I. So it sounds again like, didn't you make dinner last night? So didn't, we have I, make, A, and dinner for I. Notice again with make, we represent it with that A, so the long version of that vowel, and the spelling does not correspond to the sound there. In the next one here, we have I need milk, so we have I and butter every week. So the I in milk and the in every. Notice with every as well, we tend to say it as two syllables, not every, but every. Okay, in this one we have an I, an and then three I in a row. I. So let's see this. If you see my friend, give him this. So listen carefully again with the friend, friend, and then I for give him this. Okay, in the next one here, we have I'm going to skip over learn for now, we'll come back to that. And then we have I and an A in mistakes. This sounds like, after the test, we must learn from our mistakes. Mistakes. I will make a separate video talking about what happens when we have vowel sounds followed by an R. Again, this is quite challenging to not only hear but also produce. So we'll look at those separately. The next one here, we have an I, A, and I. If you stay out late, you will be tired. Notice again, lots of our A sounds are actually spelt with the letter A. So it's interesting. Although it's said like A, spelt with the letter A. Okay, in the next one here, we have an A, and A. Do you take the train on Wednesday? So listen to that last word again. Wednesday. You'll notice we typically do not pronounce the D. It just sounds like, again, Wednesday. And A. In the next one, we have I. My best friend lives on the edge of the city. So two things to note. Best friend has a double E. And city, I for city. Finally, we have I. So listen for this one. How much credit card debt is there? So credit, credit, debt, and is. Again, in there we have a vowel with an R, so we will look at those separately in an upcoming video there. So there you have it. We have I, which are those short lax vowels, and we have the A that can be commonly confused in a lot of words. So now that you've heard them, we've identified it, Go back, practice your pronunciation, and see how accurately you can produce each of these sounds in the words.